Morning. We're going to learn today about Coulomb's law. The electrons and protons of a hydrogen atom are separated on average by a distance of about 5.3 times 10 to the negative 11 meters. Find the magnitudes of the electric force and gravitational force that each particle exerts. Okay, guys. For what you have seen so far in Coulomb's law, we have this equation. This equation allowed us to calculate the electric force. Okay, now electric force equals Kc, charge of the particle 1 times the charge of the particle 2, divided by the distance between those particles, or the two objects, raised to the second power. Now, the Kc means Coulomb constant, and is equal to this number, and these are the units. Now, to calculate the electric force, it's pretty easy. You just need to apply the formula, but we need to write down the givens. So first of all, as givens, we have the distance that separates those particles. Okay? And that's it. That's everything the problem is giving me, right? Well, actually, there's another information that is given in the problem that it's not entirely given. But you can see that we're talking about electrons and protons, so we're talking about subatomic particles. And about them, we know from a table in your textbook, we know the charge for both, for protons and for electrons. This is the charge. So basically, that is a given. So the charge of the electron, which is the negative one, is going to be negative 1.6 times 10 to the negative 19 coulombs, and the charge of the proton is the same value but positive. This is what you have as a given, and we need to get the electric force. Now, what happens here? We need Kc. Kc is a constant, so it's not a big deal. So the electric force is equal to Kc, charge 1, charge 2, divided by the distance between those charges to the second power. We just place in the givens. Okay, so here I have the givens. Kc, charge 1, charge 2, distance to the second power. So I suggest you to solve this first, okay? And then multiply everything and divide by the answer. So that's what I'm gonna do. 5.3 exponentially negative 11 squared equals. Okay, now (8.9875) exponential 9 times 1.6 exponential negative 19 times negative 1.6 exponential negative 19 divided by the answer. Now take a look. 8.19 times 10 to the negative 8. Now we're gonna see what units. And if you can see, here I got a negative answer. But let me tell you something. The electric force is a scalar magnitude, which means it doesn't require you to write signs. Okay? So you can leave your answer positive and you will be correct. Now, here, take a look. Coulombs and coulombs will give you coulombs to the second power, so it's going to cancel this. And meters, this, when you raise it to the second power, is going to give you meters to the second power. You can also cancel them, so your final answer will be given in Newton. Sorry. The electric force for this problem is B. 8.19 times 10 to the negative 8 powers Newton. Now, the problem is also asking you to find the electric force and gravitational force. The electric force, we just got it. It's this one, okay? So, to calculate the gravitational force, I suggest you to check the chapter 7 from your textbook. In chapter 7, we have the equation to calculate the gravitational force. Okay, it's in your textbook. So, here is the formula to calculate the gravitational force. Universal constant, okay? Mass of the object 1, mass of the object 2, and distance between those masses. Okay, so for this gravitational force, we're gonna need the equation, but also the masses of what? Of the two particles that we are talking about, electrons and protons. So, to calculate the Fg, or gravitational force, we need G mass 1 mass 2 divided by distance between the particles to the second power. Okay? So we're just going to plug in the givens. So I have everything already there, okay? Now I just need to apply the formulas in my calculator. So I'm going to do the same process. 5.3 exponential negative 11 to the second power. I get my answer, and then I will multiply everything. 6.673 exponential negative 11 times 9.109 exponential negative 31 times 1.673 exponential negative 27, close parenthesis, divide by the answer. 3.62 times 10 to the negative 47. Now let's take a look about the units. Okay, here kilograms square are cancelled by this kilogram and kilogram, and meter square is cancelled by this meter that is raised to the second power. So my answer will be, as it is a force, is going to be given in Newton. So here my gravitational force is 3.62 times 10 to the negative 47 Newton. As it is my final answer, I will just underline or box it, whatever, okay? As you wish. It's going to be okay. And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.